Alrighty, good morning ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. Got a little bit of a shorter one here today, just because I want to go through and actually cast a lot of the players in the GSL as the Season 2. Like, there's a whole ton of players which I've never cast before, and these guys I both really wanted to cast them playing each other, but they didn't have a lot of really long games. So anyway, we'll give this one a crack, see how it goes. So down the bottom left side of the map, it is Mr. Impact. He is he's 19 years of age, from South Korea, plays for Team Axiom. And his opponent up the top right side of the map is Mr. Tassadar. He is 21 years of age, from South Korea, and is not currently part of a team, but he was part of a team called Love Your Girlfriend from the March this year. He was in that team, but yeah, and March he left or got kicked out, something like that. I am not sure what happened, but regardless, looks like Tassadar doing a pretty good job. Forge fast expanding here. He's got the cannon looking pretty good, and with the expansion out already. So Mr. Impact, he does have his own expansion, but I think he did go for a pull first, so maybe suffering a little bit on the macro side. And Tassadar definitely going to be looking very, very good in terms of getting all of these workers out. So Impact is going to have to turn on the gas if he wants to keep up in the macro side, and I don't think the aggression that he may have been hoping to do is going to happen. He did have quite a few lings out, and they're still all over the place, just running around looking for whatever. I don't know what they're looking for, pylons or something like that, but yeah. So Impact right now is going for a ton of workers, slowly catching up, but Tassadar still very, very looking good with this double nexus. So he's going for a Stargate as well, so he should be able to do quite a bit of damage with that. Of course, the downside of going Forge Fast Expand is that it takes a lot longer to get your gateway units up, so the harassment on this base is going to be quite a long time before any of that happens. Yeah, and there we go, a ton of workers coming out from this Impact, so he's going to be looking good very, very soon. And the Overlord is just sort of flying around, needs to see this Stargate, absolutely needs to see this Stargate. He's going along in the right direction and does see the Stargate, does see it building something, so we should be seeing some spores coming out very, very soon. The Sentry going for the Overlord, and the Overlord may survive, may survive, I don't know. He's going back onto the ramp. That's not a good decision, because yeah, he can get quite owned if he does that. There we go, and the Phoenix is out. So it wasn't building an Oracle, was building a Phoenix, and yes, it does mean a lot of chaos is going to start to happen. Impact not quite started on the spore crawlers yet. I'm not sure if he's actually thinking of building them. He probably should be thinking of building them, because if he doesn't, he is going to be up shit creek without a paddle when the Phoenix start coming around. Although he's only built one Phoenix and now he's going into Void Rays, so maybe looking to do something crazy here. There we go, there's a Spore Crawler coming down, there's another one coming down, and a third one over here. So Impact getting that stuff down. His work account looking good, but Tassadar is up at the same amount, and now he's building 5 gateways, which is quite insane. I gotta stop staying up so late. Usually I go to bed at 10, I'll be going to bed at 12 the last 2 days. And yeah, it's starting to make me yawn, which is not good when you're casting. So I'm trying to get 3 games done a day, and I've done that for the last 4 or 5 days. But this is only the first game, so I may have to just cast this game and then take a break for a few hours, see if I can stop yawning, and then I'll do the games later on, because I'm not going to get through 3 games yawning my head off. It's just not going to work. So there we go, Tassadar getting the Void Rays out. We do have a bunch of lings incoming, and yeah, that's not good. Impact instantly going for a Hydralisk Nest, which is exactly what he needs to do. Also going for a Roach Warren, which is no bad idea. And yeah, it's pretty good. So Impact definitely fast on the draw. Oh, the ling's going in here. Force fields coming out everywhere. The ling's getting absolutely owned, and it's not good. This is, oh, and I think they all died. So I hate it when you got like a whole bunch of units selected on follow mode, and the one you're selected on dies, so it automatically jumps over to the other one, which is kind of annoying. But yes, Impact definitely needs a lot of Hydras, and he needs them right the hell now. So here we go, more Lings coming out. Where are the Hydras? They're being built. They are out on the field, but there's only 3 of them, and they are going to get owned so fast. There we go, Force Field's coming around. Impact was about to make a play there, but it didn't quite happen. He's got a ton of Queens out as well, which may just be enough to hold this off, but I'm really not sure. Tassadar with so many forces here. There's 56, over 53 though, so Impact is getting a ton of forces, but I think Queens perhaps are included in that army size, probably. So yeah, he definitely needs to get some stuff. He needs a ton of Hydras. He's getting some Roaches as well. Roaches are good. And the Hydras and the Queens somehow have done a ton of damage to the Void Rays. Those Void Rays are not looking very healthy. They do go down. And now the Hydras and the Roaches should be able to do a better job. They're having to go. Zealots are within range. The Zealots are all but dead. And Impact is actually pushed him away here. And Tassadar looking a little bit dodgy. He's got a ton of Stalkers though. So the Roaches are suddenly not as good. And needs to get out a ton of Hydras or Lings, of course. Lings or Hydras, both good. And he's starting to get out a ton of Lings. So they're going to move out. They're going to start to wipe up the Stalker count. And Tassadar gives the GG right here, which is quite surprising. So, yes, obviously deciding that it just wasn't going to happen. He, yeah, I don't know. Some games they just quit, and I don't understand. I think it's, perhaps this is like game 1 in the series, and he could see that the victory was going to be too hard. He was going to have to go too long into it. And if you have to face like 3 different players and you've already beaten the first 2, then why would you put yourself through a half-hour game to try and beat the 3rd person? I mean, when you're already through, or something like that. When you're, I don't know, 1 up in a best of 3 series or something like that, perhaps it's just easier to just concede a game rather than going through the hard slog of trying to win it. So yeah, that's been done. Impact taking it and Tassadar stepping down. I don't think he absolutely had to, but his army was looking a little bit dodgy there, not all that strong, and his income was still good, but he chose to leave. So there we go, game done. And yes, thank you very much for watching this game. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I'll wake up in the next few hours so I can cast some more games, because once you start slipping down, once you start not casting 3 games a day, you start to sort of slip off, and then suddenly you're not casting anything for a week, and it's just like, bleh, back to square one. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another game, and hopefully I'll be more awake when I cast that one, so stay tuned.